For this quick presentation of virtual floppies in action, I'm using my Atari 1040 STe, upgraded to 4 megabytes, and for the hard disk unit I'm using this really fantastic ASCi2 STM unit. I really like it because not only of its capability, but it's very compact and it doesn't cover any other of the ports on the back, which is important particularly to me because I actually am using the Centronics port to print from. So let's boot up the machine. I'll just freeze the screen there. By default you've got 9 seconds. The default is for the virtual floppy to be activated, and then you have options 1, 2, 3 and 4. No virtual floppy, boot into high RAM instead, boot into high RAM with no virtual floppy, and A as active. At any time in the startup you can press space and you skip straight to boot, like now. So we're now booting up. We just go past my clock accessory, tells us it's 4:12 p.m. and now we are booting up my standard boot screen from C:, can do any other drives as well with these drivers. Now this folder I've just highlighted has standard ST floppy images in it, the sort that you can download from Atari Mania, for example. Now what I can do is I can just click on this ST image as if I was in an emulator, but this is my real machine, and lo and behold, the floppy drive is suddenly populated with that floppy's contents. And I just double click on Word Plus here, and as you can see it's as if I had it in a real floppy, but that is actually an ST floppy image that we are booting on our real machine. One of the other advantages is you can have floppies of different size. My machine only has the standard 720K floppy, but look, I've got a floppy image here of over 2K, and I've got one here of 147K, which enabled me to populate a floppy. Who it is, here's the virtual floppy from that, which had more than the normal space I could get on my real floppy drive. So let's just load something else. This is a new program for the STe. I downloaded a couple of days ago. Now that ST image is loaded as a virtual floppy, and now I can load the virtual floppy program lemons.prg, and as you'll see it's loading just like it was from a real floppy, but that was, as I said before, a .st image. So here it is running the program as you would expect it to do. So that's actually, you've just seen two virtual floppies being run on my machine. So I mentioned the ASCi2 STM. That is my hard disk environment, and if you want to know more about it, just go to Cyril Rissagnol's site, which is www.16.32bit.eu. You'll find all the information you need there. He's built this based on a project on GitHub. For Peter Putnik's drivers, this is a really good YouTube video that shows you how to install them, but it doesn't have the latest version that I've just showed you with the virtual floppy, but it's the one I used to install my drivers, and I found it very, very useful. So I'd highly recommend that you look at that YouTube video when you've got the drivers. And that's it, a virtual floppy.